Good morning, people. Yesterday, I got introduced to a tropical fruit that just kind of blew my mind away. A young Spanish lady at the soccer game was eating some Robatans, and I hope I pronounced that right. She gave me a couple of them, and they were delicious. So, Papa Sammy, I'm all into plants. I'm going to plant those seeds. So today, I'm going to plant 2 Rombatan seeds and 2 cherry seeds. And let's hope it works. So let's get started. Good morning, people. All right. Like I said, I was introduced to the Rogutan tropical fruit yesterday at the soccer game by a young Spanish lady. Never tasted one, never knew they existed. So I'm going to plant that seeds and grow them. Now, plus cherry seeds I'm going to plant. Now, what I do, people, when I get my seeds, what I'll do before I do anything, I have this cherry seeds and the Robatan seeds in here. This, 2 tablespoons of coffee, ground ready-made coffee, and 2 tablespoons of water. I let those seeds soak in there, you know, while I'm fixing the pots and the soil, maybe an hour, 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, whatever. And the reason being, napkin, paper bag, see? Now, and the reason I do that is those seeds are soaked that moisture up. And also, those coffee grounds full of nitrogen, which actually will give the seeds a little boost. That's all it is. Now, I just let them soak in there while I go out, get my pots, get my vermiculture out of my worm bin, a little sand because that's a tropical fruit. But I would guess 9B in Louisiana. So once I get that tree started, there's a possibility I can grow it outside. I hope, but I'm going to find out. I have bags, or a bag, of just regular play sand. Now, when I decide that this particular seed or whatever plant needs a little drainage, I'll take that mixed with the top of potting soil or my worm vermicompost. This can be bought at Home Depot, I reckon, Walmart, I don't know. But this is the sand I use. Now, if you live close to a river or a canal or creek that has sandy banks, that'll work, people. It'll work. For people that follow my worm bin videos, I want you to see something. You see this right there? How ugly that paper looks, cardboard. See how it's all chewed up, that hole's chewed in it. 2 weeks ago, this was brand new cardboard. The old cardboard had deteriorated so bad, see that? That I had to go ahead and redo it. So I just left the old cardboard on bottom, put the new cardboard on top, and you see, it don't take long, people. Look at that. Those worms are having a ball. Now this is what my compost looks like. Look how black that is. Eggshells, it's got eggshells, all kind of goodies in it, but there's no odor at all. This is what I use to start my seeds. Everybody in the neighborhood knows that I mess with plants. I want you to see all the different size pots and containers. All my neighbors, whenever they plant their gardens or flower beds, they bring me the pots because they know I will use them. And right next to my pots, if you look, is my gardening medicine cabinet. I have almost anything in here you can think of, including grape jelly. Don't laugh. It works. uh, I have baking soda, borax, Epsom salt, hydrogen peroxide. That's some of my worm food. And ammonia. This is all vinegar, Clorox. All that's for my garden medicine cabinet, I call it. But anyway, I'm fixing to gather up 4 of these pots and plant those seeds. I don't know if you can see good enough into the bin, but the old cardboard has been chewed up. If you look careful, can you see the worms balled up there? They balled up all over it. All balled, big ball of worms right there. That is what happens here, people. They turn in this cardboard that would go into a waste facility somewhere into a food item. Look, pieces. They turn it right back into something you can put in the soil. This particular piece right here is a coffee filter. I dump coffee grounds, filters, and all in here. These, this bin has saved me a fortune on potting plants. You just come in here and gather it up like that. Oh, I got. I don't want to. I didn't want to put that many worms in here. Little piece of paper on the bottom to stop the flow of the dirt from getting out when you water it. So I'm gonna skim it off the top. I do not want to put all my worms. I just scooped up a whole thing of worms. I leave my worms in here to work. Now I know I have worm eggs in here. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind. So eventually, when that seed grows and I transplant it, what I've got here is a miniature worm farm. It works quite regular. But anyway, that's how you do it. I take my compost and forgot to put the paper on the bottom. I take my compost and throw it in these little cups, put the seeds in here. You actually don't need fertilizer or starting something to start the seeds. This is extremely rich soil, extremely rich. It's got, like I said, eggshells. It's got coffee grounds, banana peelings, potato peelings. On my fig tree, when the birds get in there and pick the right figs, I just pick them and throw them in here. The worms love figs, banana peelings, apple peelings, you name it. It's in here, people. That these little worm forms like this, and it don't have to be a worm form like this. You can do it in a container. A container, basically. Oh, that one's full. I can't move it. A container like this. And if you notice the writing on the top, worm bedding. I'm guilty. I got worm paraphernalia all over this shed. Anyway, now once you get your containers to the level you want with your soil, you do this. Get you a plastic bag, slide your container down in there with the seeds in it. Seal it up. Not 100%. Notice I just hit the center. I didn't pull it across the edges. I just hit the center, so it's got a little opening. Add your water, your moisture. Don't over soak it. And that, leave it shut until you see the seeds starting to poke out. Then you open it up a little bit, give them a little air. This is a miniature hothouse is what it is. Set it in a window, not in direct sunlight. Oh, it can get some sun, it won't hurt it, but not much. Not a lot of sunshine. Okay, now once you do that, you go back to your seeds. Now, according to that Spanish lady yesterday, that if I was going to try to grow this seed, you don't take and poke it in the ground up and down like this. You lay it flat. He said, lay it flat. I don't know why, but since she's the one with the seeds, I hope she knows. So that's how I'm going to plant these ramatans. Now, my cherry seeds, it don't matter. Oh, she said plant this about a half to 3/4 of an inch deep. And that way it's deep enough to stay moist, but not too deep it can't grow out. All right. Now, my little cherry seeds, I bought these cherries at Walmart. I'm not sure the name or the brand or anything else. And I know it makes a big tree. But if I can root these, Starkey's Farmstead is going to have 2 massive cherry trees coming in the future. She said the Ramatans should bear anywhere between 10 and 12 years. I more likely won't see it, but I'm hoping Starkey's Farmstead does. So what I'm going to do now is plant them, get them in the bags, take them inside and put them in the window, and we'll take it from there. Now, when you get them, the moisture in them, and get them sealed, set them in the window. Now, this window, it'll be late this afternoon, but it'll get maybe, an hour or 2 of sunshine. That's all they need. Now, when they sprout out, I'll move them to the back screened-in porch, patio, and they'll get 3 or 4 hours of morning sunshine. Then they'll start growing. Anyway, like and subscribe.